Okay, so best list of 2017. Wait, I haven't done a best list of 2017. It's 2019 already. Yeah. Man, am I behind. Yeah. So let's talk about some honorable mentions before I get to the best list. And I've already talked about my worst list for 2017. The only movie I missed was the 50 Shades Darker movie, which was a terrible movie. Hated that film. Well, let's get to the great movies for 2017. Let's talk about some honorable mentions first. A Monster Calls, starring Liam Neeson as this tree monster, and it has a little boy in it, which was a great movie. It had Jessica Chastain's film, Zookeeper's Wife, which was really good. Wonder Woman is an honorable mention for me because I still have some problems with the film since it's very similar to Captain America: The First Avenger. The villains are weak. And considering the fact that it's set in World War One and Wonder Woman supposedly kills the god of war, Ares, how did World War II happen then? Or all the wars after World War II? I'll explain that. But aside from that, yeah, it was a good movie. Best of the DCU movies, but it's not that hard to do considering all the other DCU movies pretty much sucked, except for Aquaman. Aquaman is pretty good, I guess. But let's talk about the great movies for 2017. Patriots Day, which had Mark Wahlberg going after the terrorists that did the bombing in Boston. That was pretty good. Then you have Silence, which had Tobey Maguire in it. That was a really good movie, although it's not a movie I would want to watch more than once because of how shocking it is, but it is a great movie. Jackie, Natalie Portman playing Jackie Kennedy. She was awesome in this. I mean, I didn't really see Natalie Portman in the movie. I saw Jackie Kennedy, so that's how good she was playing Jackie Kennedy. She really enveloped the role and became Jackie Kennedy, so that's one of the things I really liked about that movie. Split. Finally, a good M. Night Shyamalan movie, and it's part of the Unbreakable world, which is really cool. Makes me anxious for the upcoming film Glass, which really looks good from the trailers. I mean, James McAvoy was awesome in this movie. Anya Taylor-Joy was really good. I can't wait to see what Glass is going to do. Get Out, the new movie directed by Jordan Peele. This movie was great. Danny Kaluuya was really good in the movie. Leggett Stanfield was pretty good with what little screen time he had. And the movie was a really good thriller and everything, so I really did like that movie. The Red Turtle is an animated film, really good animated film, and they did a very good job telling its story without even using any words, just using the pictures pretty much to tell the whole story. Definitely like that movie. Logan! Oh, awesome way to send the Wolverine character out and say goodbye to Wolverine. At least Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Hugh Jackman was awesome in this. A great way to use X-23 into the movie world. Awesome character. The villain was pretty good too. I did like the villain in Logan. You know, I kind of wish the villain was Omega Red instead, but what are you going to do? Talk about Gifted, which starred Chris Evans and McKenna Grace. Really liked this movie. McKenna Grace was great playing a child prodigy, and Chris Evans was great playing the father figure in the movie. Probably one of his best roles outside of Captain America. Let's talk about Baby Driver. Great Edgar Wright film. Love this movie. Ansel Elgort was awesome in it. Kevin Spacey was great. Jamie Foxx was awesome. John Hamm was really good in the movie. Everybody in this movie was great. The soundtrack was awesome. The car chases were really good. I really loved the way this movie was filmed and everything. It's just a really good movie. Spider-Man: Homecoming. Now, before I go any further, these movies are not in any order, so it's not like you're going to get the next number or anything like that. I didn't rank these movies. I just read them off as I see them on the screen here. I really like Spider-Man: Homecoming. Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man, and Michael Keaton was excellent as the Vulture. I did like seeing Iron Man in the movie, even though he wasn't in the movie that much. I know a lot of people are saying that there wasn't spider sense in it. Yes, there was spider sense in it. Maybe it wasn't as consistent as it should have been, but there was spider sense in the movie. It was a little bit more subtle, and just because it's not done the Raimi way doesn't mean there wasn't spider sense in the movie. It was in the movie, and was in Civil War too. That scene where Spider-Man's going up against Falcon and Bucky, that his spider sense does show up in that particular scene. So there was spider sense when he showed up in Captain America Civil War as well. Let's talk about War for the Planet of the Apes. Love this movie. Andy Serkis is great as Caesar, and all the other ape characters were really good. I especially liked the orangutan. That good character is a very cool character. And Woody Harrelson was a very good villain in that movie. So it was a really great film, great way to close out the trilogy. Let's talk about Christopher Nolan's World War II epic, Dunkirk. Awesome movie, really good. The movie really makes you feel like you're in the attack on British soil. Really great film. Let's talk about Detroit, which has Will Poulter playing a racist police officer. Oh, wow. This movie was really, really good. I definitely liked this movie a lot. Will Poulter really scared me in this film, and there was talks that he was going to play Pennywise in the It film. He might have made a good Pennywise. Unfortunately, since they got a different director to direct the movie, he didn't get to play Pennywise, and they got Bill Skarsgård instead, who does a very good job anyway. Let's talk about A Ghost Story, which starred Rooney Mara and Casey Affleck. This was a really good movie about loss. And I know some people felt like the movie was boring because of how long it was, but I really liked it. And I liked how the story was told and everything. Seeing Casey Affleck play a ghost was very cool. Let's go to our next movie. Wind River, which has Elizabeth Olsen and Jeremy Renner. Really good movie. I really liked this movie a lot. I liked how it dealt with Native Americans in the film, and it was just a really, really great film. Definitely check it out. Good Times, starring Robert Pattinson. This was a really good movie where he plays this bank robber, and he has this brother that's mentally challenged. They do a bank robbery together. The mentally challenged brother gets arrested, and through the rest of the movie, Robert Pattinson is trying to get the monies to use to get his brother out of jail to pay off the bail. And he just keeps on digging the hole that he is in deeper and deeper and deeper as he's trying to get his brother out of jail. The movie was really good. It just shows that Robert Pattinson can be in a good movie when it's not Twilight. Breathe, which starred Andrew Garfield. He becomes paralyzed, and I think he has to get an iron lung or something, and he helps out in developing wheelchairs for people who are paraplegic. This was a really, really good movie. I definitely think people should check this movie out. I thought it was a pretty inspirational story. Let's go to our next film, Victoria and Abdul, about Queen of Victoria meeting a guy from India named Abdul and becoming friends with him. This was an awesome movie. Really liked this film. The friendship that happens between Victoria and Abdul is really good. And the fact that it's based on a true story was pretty cool and everything. Let's get to the Blade Runner sequel, Blade Runner 2049, directed by Denis Villeneuve. This movie was great, and Ryan Gosling is really good. Harrison Ford was great in the movie. It was such an awesome film. Mackenzie Foy shows up in the film. She's really good. Everything about this movie was so good. The effects were great. The science fiction aspect of the movie was done very well and everything. Dave Bautista's role was pretty good in the film. I really liked this movie.